Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's Saree from the Spiritual View. It is Sunday, February the 16th. Welcome to the channel. We are a collective of 7 soul sisters who've come together to merge our magic with this wonderful community. So thank you for joining today. And we are going to share some messages. Now, if you've been watching the Sunday videos over the last number of weeks, I've been doing a series called Superpower Sunday. And today is the reveal of the 7th superpower. But let me just review those with you quickly. And again, we do daily content 7 days a week. I do Sundays. We do 2 lives on Mondays and Fridays. And we are just grateful that you have joined us, and hopefully the messages will resonate. So to review superpowers to help navigate these energies of 2025, which so far have proven to be pretty much true to course all over the board. Number 1, be the observer. Don't engage in the drama. Number 2, stay in the heart. Don't get stuck in the head. Number 3, can you stay in the present moment, not worrying about the past because it's no longer relevant, but not worrying about the future because you're creating it one moment at a time. Number 4, excuse me, forgiveness is key of self and also of others around us. Number 5, express gratitude for the lessons. Number 6 was last week about discernment. Who is on the boat or in the boat with us and who is not as we move forward. And number 7 today is came at 3:17 a.m. this morning. I woke up and the message was right there. Finding joy in the small things. Okay. We are meant to experience joy in this lifetime. And if you're like me, if you've even picked up an app or watched the news, which I don't, but if you've listened to anything in the external world around you, the messages are not really about joy. It's everything but joy. And so there was a message in this today around, as we look at this upcoming week, we talked yesterday, Jen and I did, about this energy of a pause for this week ahead. And this would be a great opportunity to practice finding joy in the small things. So I just pulled some cards to get a message from Spirit for us today. And sometimes you kind of question yourself and you think, how do I find joy in the small things? Why does it even matter? But it's a vibration. And so this is something about being very intentional and very thoughtful around, how do I find joy in the midst of chaos and anything and everything around me is swirling, or it doesn't feel stable, or I don't feel safe. So I pulled a card. Wendy uses this deck a lot. This is the Alice in Wonderland deck. And so to get us started, around the concept of finding joy in the small things, I pulled All in the Golden Afternoon. It's around inspiration, imagination, creative spark, and conception. Now, in ancient times, we did not think an individual was responsible for their creativity. More so, a person blessed with creative genius or brilliant idea was thought to have been visited by a muse, a genie, or another spirit. And this card represents the time immediately before Alice's existence. There is no rabbit hole, no Cheshire Cat, no Mad Hatter, or no Queen of Hearts. There's only the urge to tell the story. So it is with you at this moment. A spark of inspiration is about to descend upon you. A wondrous tale is being told through you. This surge of imagination can take many forms. And in this context, it's how do we actually experience and express joy in the small things? Whatever form it takes, you're actively telling the story of your life with every word you speak and creating the story in action with every move you make. So I'm going to illustrate this. One of my goals in 2025 was to bring in more joy in my life. And it didn't matter what it looked like, just experiencing joy. So most of you know I live by the ocean, and I get up at sunrise and walk my dog Luna. We usually go 4 or 5 miles, and we hug the coastline. It's very, very beautiful. So I started looking for opportunities to find beauty and joy and unique things along my walk. And I don't listen to music. I have to pay attention because Luna is a bit of a wild thing on walks. So I started noticing probably 2 or 3 weeks ago these 2 Canadian geese. And I've been brought up to believe that Canadian geese, they fly in the V's. There's one, they kind of come into the point, but they always fly in a pack of about 10. And I have been seeing these two Canadian geese, and I call them Thing One and Thing Two, and they are just hilarious. And I see them every morning, and they are playing with one another. They're flying, they land on rocks, they are going like freaking frack, Thing One and Thing Two. And they are unpredictable and they don't follow any kind of pattern like you would think a Canadian geese would. And so I have been finding such joy every morning looking for this pair because you never know what they're going to do. And they'll fly right over your head. And they're just quite funny. And they're like kindred spirits that didn't want to be part of this pack. So they're BFFs just flying around expressing their joy by being by one another. It's really beautiful to see. That's an example of finding joy in the small things, at least for me. And I look for them every day and I giggle and smile and call them Thing One and Thing Two. Whatever that means for you, this is an opportunity to express that spark of creativity, to look at your surroundings and everything around you is an opportunity to express joy and to feel joy for just small things, as silly as Thing One and Thing Two, two Canadian geese gone rogue. At a higher level, and I pull this from the Gaia deck, if we do this, what might happen? And this card is a beautiful card of healing, reconnecting with your true nature. And the number is, it's 33. It's Christ consciousness energy. And I'm going to read this to you. The lady featured on this card has journeyed far and wide, searching for happiness which she has not found. Confused and tired, she surrenders and retreats to her inner sanctuary, a space of light inside her heart where she discovers a deep sense of peace. She rediscovers and reconnects to her true nature by letting go of all that is superficial in her life. She reflects on the past and is able to see what is true and what is false, what is real and what is illusion, because she's using discernment. In the stillness of her heart, she hears a whisper, a message of love and joy. Her heart is grateful for her return. It is time to reconnect and rediscover your true essence in your inner child. You don't need to look externally. Look within and you will rediscover the magic. So if we learn to practice this, and I would encourage you, if you can just look at anything in your surrounding environment, if you're out in nature, you're out about running errands, whatever it is, can you be observant and find something that really brings you joy? Because really what we're trying to do at a higher level is to heal, but we're also trying to raise the collective vibration of the planet, and that is part of our role as light workers. So the why this is going on, and I'm using the Light Seers deck today, the why this is going on is the Justice card. Now this is Libra energy, and this is reflective of, there's been a lot of out of balance energy around the planet right now. There's been a lack of joy, I would say, or maybe not enough joy. And so with this energy that we are all experiencing, kind of the highs and the lows and the zigs and the zags, it's all over the map. And if you pay attention to the external world, you can see that the scales have gotten really out of whack in terms of, this is all the drama and the chaos, and this is joy in terms of being expressed or being seen. So we need to balance the scales here so that joy has an equal footing, and that vibration of joy and love takes over as the operating frequency. That's what we're trying to go for. Now, potentially, if we do this as light workers, we are going to see the truth come out. There are lots of truth is coming out, and lots of truth about who we are as souls, who is in our soul family, oftentimes who is not. So there are great lessons of truth and discernment coming about, but also in that truth, we find the joy of who we are and the importance of those who are around us, that support us, who love us, who are part of our soul tribe moving forward. Now, the possible outcome also of this is that we are very heart-centered. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing. She focuses on self. She loves self, but she is very nurturing, and she comes from the heart. So this gives us an opportunity every day to tune into this Queen of Cups energy of finding just small moments of joy, whatever that means for you. And it can be just tiny little things. But the more we do this, the more that we will see things opening up and more opportunities to experience joy. So be creative in terms of how you look at this. And what we don't see coming is this beautiful card of the Nine of Cups. And this cup is around wish fulfillment. This is around what brings us joy. I think by doing this and finding just small ways to feel this loving energy in this small moments of joy, if we can do that once or twice a day, cut out all the external news, the drama, and the apps that are talking about doomsday, as much as we can focus on staying in the present moment and experiencing this joy and fulfillment of seeing some beauty in the world, some joy in the world. I think it is incredibly healing, but it can also bring such dividends back to us because we are really opening up our hearts and expressing love and joy. Spirit's final message for today around joy, as I ask which archangel is with us, and this is the Archangel deck. And this is the archangel that you would be asked to call upon if you want to express more love and joy. And this is Archangel Christine. It says, accept the Christ light, act with wisdom and loving compassion. And guys, it doesn't get any better because the Gaia deck is a 33, which is Christ consciousness energy. And she represents Christ consciousness energy. Let me read this to you. Archangel Christine is the twin flame of Archangel Jophiel and carries the divine feminine light of wisdom, love, and compassion. This beautiful golden archangel holds and radiates the Christ consciousness or the Christ light. And you can see she's holding this crystal ball with this beautiful golden light coming out and also coming around her. It says, when your crown chakra becomes fifth dimensional, she places a ball of cosmic wisdom, infusing it with 1,000 petals of light and attracting many beautiful energies to you. Christine is helping those who are on the ascension path to proceed with wisdom, but also to help others along their path. Now, your guidance is to open up to Christine and allow her to fill you with the Christ consciousness as well as wisdom. Know from the moment that you invoke her or that you ask for her help, she starts to pour unconditional love and wisdom into you. She helps you experience everyone and everything from an enlightened perspective. Take a moment to feel her energy flowing into your heart and beam the light out that you've received onto others. Archangel Christine calls on you to approach every person you meet today with wisdom, love, and compassion. Notice how they respond to you. In addition, treat situations around you with wisdom. To the exact extent that you exude wisdom and loving compassion, Archangel Christine will help your life to transform, to experience more love and joy. So those are the messages for today. Remember, finding joy in the small things may take a little bit of time to develop, but in this coming week, where we have the pause, where there's not a lot going on astrologically, I think it's time to rest and relax, but also to practice in this stillness some new things that just may bring us immense fun and joy. And if you want to think about the two Canadian geese who've gone rogue that I call Thing 1 and Thing 2, they bring me such laughter and joy that I can't help myself every day, but just have moments of joy. Whatever it is for you, hopefully you can take this message and go out today in the world and find a few moments of joy, something that brings warmth to your heart, makes you laugh, makes you smile, and raises your vibration, because that is ultimately what we're going for. And call upon Archangel Christine to help you with wisdom, love, and compassion, and expressing the Christ consciousness energy with yourself as well as for those around you. That is a wrap for today. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will be pulling cards. We'll be talking about the astrology or maybe the lack thereof this week in terms of lots of events. It seems to be a calmer week upcoming. And again, happy Sunday Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.